Hey, hey! Right, ladies and gents, end of week 2, approximately. And I thought, again, little update. I think I'll try and keep these weekly unless there's really nothing to say. Second week was good in the gym. Weights are up by a rep or so. I think I've calculated my weights quite well, so it should be an accurate representation as to how my strength's going. Weighed myself, I am down to 153.8 pounds. The weigh-in this morning actually made me realise how important tracking all of this is. I mean, I always say to people, track your weight weekly. It's because it's like anything. It's a tool. It's not the most important thing if your body composition is changing, but your weight's still staying the same. Then obviously that's what you're looking for. I thought that I'd lost about a pound or two and was kind of on track, but nothing too major. But actually looking back at my starting weight, which was about 157 pounds, then obviously in 2 weeks that's a rough loss of about 4 pounds, which means that I'm even more on track than I thought I was. So that's good. Even I can forget, where I started from. So it's good to check these things. Also, this is in despite of the fact that I went out on Saturday night with a good couple of friends, and had far too much to drink. Tried keeping it sensible, tried sticking to the vodkas and the cocktails. That's not a good idea whatsoever. But a couple of beers as well. Yeah, still on track. This is one thing that people obviously sort of worry about, like, oh, will I be able to have a social life, or will I be able to have the odd drink? Well, so far I've had more than I normally have to drink. Had a couple of nights out, and I've actually, and this is going to make me sound like a massive alcoholic, been having a glass of red wine most nights, just because I was given a bottle as a gift. It would be rude not to. So yeah, I've been having a glass of red wine pretty much most nights, and everything's still going. Other than that, the eating's been good. Eating's been on point. Speaking of which, here's one of my meals for today. Don't know if you can see that. There we go. Got the old sweet potato fries out, rosemary sweet potato fries, poached egg on toast, some extra lean sausages, hamburger in there. It's alright, fits in, and a bit of lean bacon. Just to prove that, this whole thing doesn't have to be completely boring. I thought I'd just give you a quick rundown of the supplements that I'll be using this time around. It'll just be quick because there's not really anything particularly special. I'll start with the basics and then move on to the more exotic ones. Omega-3s are a big one for me. It's just far too many benefits to not have them, to be fair. Also, I've read studies of people megadosing with them to help with body composition, but that's obviously still debatable. So we've got branched chain amino acids, and in the big old tub next to them, glutamine. Now, a lot of people use branched chain amino acids when there's not really any benefit to using them. I only use them because I train fasted. So what I'll do is I'll have 10 grams of those before I train. But that's about it. Other than that, there's not really any benefit that studies have shown from ingesting them at other times, really. Don't bother. This is my protein cupboard. So we've got regular isolate, and then in this I think we've got hydrolyzed collagen. Collagen? Yeah, I think that's the one. And then we've got, in that one we've actually got a beef protein isolate. Basically, isolate is preferable for me. You'll get people say that it's preferable for dieting down because it's got less carbs and less fat, which it does. But I mean, the difference is pretty minimal. The only reason why I really use it is because regular whey doesn't really agree with my stomach, and I try and avoid dairy as much as possible. There's the fucking phone. So here's my cave of supplements. Now, don't be too alarmed. A load of these I've just accumulated over a period of few months. I mean, this kind of stash on the left is for my pre-workouts. Because I have a tendency to make my own, so I've got caffeine, taurine in here, don't let the tub fool you, again branched chain amino acids, got some creatine, this is beta alanine, and that's all I really use, just your basic multivitamin, ZMA if I need a better night's sleep, or if I feel like I'm lagging a little bit. Bit more health-based stuff on here. Vitamin D3, really important, especially in England where the sun is distinctly minimal. More omega-3s. Theanine, which I find takes the edge off of the caffeine, the really jittery edge that some people get. And then these are the more sort of what can I say, dietary or cutting specific supplements. We've got chromium picolinate, if that's how you pronounce it, total alpha lipoic acid, and L-carnitine, and then over here somewhere you've got good old vitamin C. Now the reason behind those is, general gist is to hopefully make sure that my body is processing carbs properly, and my insulin sensitivity is on point. I have a feeling, I mean, it's not, I haven't exactly specifically proven it, but I reckon I'm a bit carb sensitive, so those are more sort of just in case. You'll get loads of people saying, oh, if you've got a somewhat decent diet, you don't need to supplement with them, but I mean, it was so dirt cheap to grab them that it's kind of an insurance policy, especially when you're cutting and you might be devoid of certain nutrients, similar with the multivitamins. It's kind of just a just in case thing, and that's it. Nothing truly exciting. You don't need supplements. There are certain supplements that can help, and it's better that you get ones that are going to help with your health and enable your body to process the food that you put in properly, as opposed to anything that's specifically been sort of magically proven to burn fat. Doesn't really work like that. Oh, and green tea. It's not quite a supplement. You can obviously get it in supplement form, highly dosed, but I just prefer to drink it throughout the day. I'll have about 3 cups or so, just because, again, even if it's not doing anything to specifically burn fat, there are so many other benefits to it. So any sort of extra fat burning properties are just a bonus, but that's not why I take it. So I reckon that'll do for now for this one, and yeah, hopefully that's been informative. I will I'll post another update in a week's time, and what I might do as well is I might compose a list of things that I find really useful when doing stuff like this, whether that be little gadgets or foods and stuff, just in case anyone needs a bit of inspiration. So, see you later.